Hello and welcome to Relics of Hyrule video guide. This is the Lokomo Sword video. I am your host Jay Calinet and I will guide you through the process of obtaining the Lokomo Sword. Get out of my way, golden fox. That's a golden fox. That's the closest I've ever gotten to a golden fox. I'll make a golden fox video eventually. That was actually pretty cool. Right in the face. Anyway, so the Reach Secret Grotto is very close to Pure Water Run and a Hagrock Redoubt. It's also surprisingly close to Markarth. If you head sort of south of Markarth and loop around Hagrock Redoubt, basically get to Hagrock Redoubt and head south, and you will find a fairy floating above it, doing the little twinkly twinkly that the fairies do. This is a new fairy sound as of 6.3. They make this sound as opposed to the old sound that they used to make. Golden fox. Probably see the golden fox running around. You cannot kill the golden fox. I'll demonstrate. Boom. Golden fox doesn't care. Golden fox just walks away. Golden fox looks at you like, what's your problem? Golden fox walks away. Anyway, Reach Secret Grotto, you'll find a trapdoor by this rock. It's right next to the river, or the stream or creek. That's probably a river. That's a waterfall. It's a cool waterfall right there. Yeah, trapdoor. Head on in. The Reach Secret Grotto is a pretty cool place, I think. It's changed a little since this Reach Secret Grotto video. I made a video on the Reach Secret Grotto. The Lokomo Sword is an expansion of the Secret Grotto. The Reach Secret Grotto gives you pretty much all you need to know, but I'm going to leave that one up there because it shows you what the Secret Grotto used to look like, and this part is the same. Everything in here is the same. We still have the pile of dead Forsworn. We still have the alchemy table over here with the gold dust. We have gold Briarheart here with his undies. Yeah. And over here, however, in the cave, it's different. So in the Reach Secret Grotto video, you saw that prior to whatever version the Lokomo Sword was added in, I will find that out for you. Doesn't really matter. It'll be on the wiki. This area was more or less dry, and there was a wall, a rock wall, back there, and there was water sort of streaming out of it. There was a puddle at the bottom, but that wall has since broken open, and the water has flooded this area of the grotto. That chest is still over here, so there's a chest here that has some stuff in it. That's an enchanted circlet from Winter Mist, I believe, and there's some rupees. There will always be rupees. Got lucky here. These are like the 3 best rupees other than a gold rupee. So you will have to head to that dwarven wall there. So let's head on down there. And this is a little easier to see now. In the old Secret Grotto, this wasn't very easy to see, but you'll notice that there are parallel parallel beams here that sort of head off in this direction. Like so. Oh. Good morning. How are you today? So this is the Hag Raven wearing a false Majora's Mask. You can tell it's a false Majora's Mask because it looks like garbage. She's one of 2 creatures that wears a false Majora's Mask. There's this one, and there's the Falmare Skullchild in Frostborough Lighthouse. For some reason, this stupid Hag Raven doesn't stay dead. Oh my god. Really obnoxious. Anyway, Hag Raven, yeah. She's supposed to be not here. Anyway, whatever. We'll leave her alone. So anyway, as you head toward this thing, big ol' wall, I have to go under again. So there is a reason why, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for this bronze, golden, parallel things, and there's a reason for this sort of shape here. It's maybe sort of obvious considering we're looking for the Lokomo Sword. But I'll basically the Lokomo Sword was always intended to be here. This is sort of the Spirit Tracks grotto. Hagraven's actually supposed to be here, lying dead there. I can't seem to get her to die, though. Anyway, there's a couple ways to go. This way, you can't, so that works. You have to go this way. So the Lokomo Sword is here, because this is... It heavily references the Spirit Tracks. So those are meant to be a nod to the Spirit Tracks. Whether they are the Spirit Tracks or not is up to you. I will leave that open to interpretation. But the Lokomo Sword is guarded by a unique Dwarven Centurion that I call the Goddess of Steam. She seems to be very good at dodging my bolts. Oh my. And she hits like a truck. Okay. So she's not really a Centurion. She has the sound. She definitely has the sounds. And she breathes steam, much like a Centurion would. But she wields a Dwarven Warhammer. Way to go, lady. Proud of you. What's your problem? You got stuck in a wall. Anyway, there she goes. So you have to dispatch her. And, because she's set to an ambush marker, I don't know why this glitch keeps happening. But if it turns out that she can't be looted, you can click on her and do Open Actor Container 1. And inside you'll find Dwarven Warhammer, apparently. It won't necessarily be tempered. I have a mod that adds tempered equipment to level lists. But she will have scrap metal, she'll have the Centurion Dynamo Core, and standard stuff like that. Get that ruby bolt. Ruby bolt. Some caved in area here. There's nothing really here. I might put something in this corner in the future, but not right there. Not right now. So there's a Dwarven Guardian that got busted up. And here's why we're here. Orichalcum Cog. Orichalcum Cog. This is obviously, if you've seen the Lokomo Sword, this should look familiar. It's not really a cog. It is the a crossguard to the Lokomo Sword. So we have that. There's also, in the new, improved, expanded Reach Seeker Grotto, there's the Dwemer Prototype. We'll talk about the Dwemer Prototype in the Dwemer Prototype video, which I'll make, probably release right after this one. So we'll talk about that one later. I'll leave that there for that. So now, we have the Orichalcum Cog. There it is. It's green. Open this up. And there's our token gold Skulltula. There's one in every grotto. So you can loot it, get your gold Skulltula token and chitin. Continue on this way, and we have very nice dwarven room here. Open this up, and that's that gate. There's another door back this way. here, and it's caved in. But you can sort of traverse it. I might put something in this caved in area as well, but we shall see. Alright, so that is the expanded Reach Secret Grotto. Fun fact about it, if we zoom out beyond the normal sort of viewing area, we go over here. I think I pointed this out before, but it's sort of, from this angle, it's sort of shaped like a train. There's the smokestack there, there's the cow catcher, there's the front of the train, so it's sort of shaped like a train, which was unintentional, but it sort of drives home the whole Spirit Tracks homage in that sense. Okay, so we're done here. There's nothing more to see. It won't expand further location-wise, so you might see some more stuff in here, but you won't find any more new areas. So the way that the physical space will not change. So we have the Orichalcum cog. So now we need to take that to a forge, or yes, a forge. So we need to go to a forge. That's where we're going. So I will meet you at the Terminan Forge. Okay, here we are at the Terminan Forge. This is where you need to be in order to craft the Lokomo Sword. You can use this one. You can use the one on Solstein, Palestone Camp. This one is near Rorikstead. There it is, Rorikstead. There it is. Alright. My cat is trying to get in my lap while I'm making this, and he's not allowed in my lap. Anyway, you will need at least 65 smithing. You will need orichalcum ingots. You will need gold ingots. You will need steel ingots. You also need fire salts and dwarven oil and firewood and leather strips. And I think that's it. So you'll need a lot of stuff. Oh, you also need leather and giant lichen, which that sounds pretty weird, but I'll explain it when we get there. All right. So to start with, here's the start. Okay, you will need to make orichalcum bars, and with that you need orichalcum ingots. Looks like I have a bolt stuck in my hand, which is strange. You can find them in the miscellaneous section of normal forge. You can do that at the Terminan Forge as well. So you need orichalcum bar. You need 2 of those, and it's just 1 orichalcum ingot stretched out, and that's how I made it, and that's what it is. And steel bar, you'll need 1 steel bar, and you need 50 smithing for the next part. You need to go to the smelter. This is why you need 65 smithing. There's 50 smithing to make this, then 60 smithing to make something else, and then 65 to finish the sword. Anyway, so here's the blade blank. It's the ingots sort of squished together into 1 blank. So that's the blade blank. Then you have to refine the blade blank at the Terminan Forge. This requires 65 smithing. Refined blade blank. And there's the orichalcum bar. So there's the blade blank. The refined blade blank. Take a look at it. Refined blade blank. There it is. Lokomo Sword's blade. Now you need to temper that blade at the Terminan Forge. You need fire salts and oil, dwarven oil to do this. So there's the Lokomo blade, and that's made with the refined blade blank, dwarven oil, and fire salts. So that's done. So now you can do these in really any order. This is the order that I like doing it in. Since we're here, let's make some gold triangles. You need 2, so you need 2 gold ingots. And now you can make the Lokomo crossguard by combining the orichalcum cog and the 2 gold triangles. Now, with another dwarven orichalcum ingot, you can make the pommel. And now you need to make the grip. So the grip requires firewood, a gold ring, and leather strips. I don't have any firewood, so let me check to see if I do in my handy-dandy summoning. Serana, what are you doing? There. See if I have any firewood in this thing. Sorry if I'm going a little fast, but this is a long process and I don't want to bore you. So there's some firewood, 1 piece of firewood. Hello. Use the Terminus Forge. Alright, there we go. Miscellaneous, Lokomo grip, that's firewood, gold ring, leather strips. Now, we have all that. We have to temple the pommel at a smelter. Look over the smelter. And to temper it, you need dwarven oil and fire salts. So let's temper that pommel. Find it first. Okay, temper the pommel. Temper the crossguard. And now we need to complete the handle. We need 1 steel ingot, which I don't have, so let's make one of those. Steel ingot down here. It doesn't matter how you make it, just as long as you have one. Steel ingot. Yeah, I can use up some of those arrows. Ugh. Terminus Forge, we need to complete the handle, so we need 1 steel ingot, 1 tempered pommel, and 1 Lokomo grip, which we have. Lokomo hilt. We need the handle. We need a gold ring, that's what we need. So let's make a gold ring. I think we can do that with a gold ingot. Nope, get out. Get out. Some of that gold. Need that gold. Gold ingot. Got it. Alright. Make a gold ring, not the grindstone. Thank you. Gold ingot at the forge. Jewelry. Can't do it. Wrong forge. Oh boy. Doing so well. Alright. Jewelry. We need gold ring, just a normal gold ring. And okay, yeah. Terminus Forge. Alright, we have the gold ring, we have the Lokomo grip, we have the Lokomo pommel, tempered Lokomo pommel, and we have a gold ring. So, got it. Now let's make the hilt with tempered crossguard and the Lokomo handle. Got it. So now, you may have noticed something up here opened up. In the Orcish section, we can make the Lokomo Sword. We have the Lokomo blade and the Lokomo hilt, which we made through all those steps. So now we can make the Lokomo Sword. And our smithing increased because that was a lot of work. So we have the Lokomo Sword. Now, here's the thing. This isn't the complete Lokomo Sword. We can craft a scabbard with the Lokomo Sword. So, now that we have the Lokomo Sword, we can make the scabbard. So we have to go to the Terminus Forge once again, and we need to go to miscellaneous Lokomo Scabbard. So to make the Lokomo Scabbard, we need 3 leather, red leather, yellow leather. We need 3 leather, 2 giant chitin, quicksilver ingot. Never mind about red leather, yellow leather. This is green leather. So we need 3 leather, so I'm just going to add it to my inventory. Help leather. Help leather. And the reason for the giant lichen is dye. So I have this whole system that I came up with for different dyes. And so giant lichen is green dye, and then different other things have die. So depending on different things, then I use, depending on what the recipe calls for, then I will use a different ingredient to make the dye. Oh, I probably have a quicksilver ingot. And I have this whole system set up in my brain for that. Okay. No. Oh, I guess I just took that out. Quicksilver, quicksilver, quicksilver. Please tell me I do not. I do not have quicksilver. Oh, I had orichalcum in here all the time. Crap. Oh well. Let's add that quicksilver ingot. Help. I said help. Quicksilver ingot. Okay, so now we have quicksilver ingot. We have leather strips. We have giant lichen. We have leather. So now we can make the Lokomo scabbard. And another option opened up in the orcish section. We can merge the Lokomo sword and the Lokomo scabbard to make the full Lokomo sword. And we still have orichalcum bars in there for some reason. So now we have the Lokomo sword. You can use the Lokomo sword without the scabbard. It doesn't matter. If you want a scabbard, you can have it. So here's the Lokomo sword in its full glory. There it is in our inventory. I mean, there it is in our hand. Pretty cool. Thanks for the light, Piranha. Yep. The Lokomo sword was donated to the mod by the same person who made the Lens of Truth, the Wind Waker, the Red Shield. So very thankful for it. It's pretty quick. It has a special enchantment. It has a chance to paralyze the target. I think it does other things, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's strong against Hylian undead, if I remember correctly. It's a pretty good sword. You can see it's 44 damage, which is on par with, let's see here. It's good. I forget what it's sort of equal to. Let's see
what is it? Alright, let's see what you have.
She has an epic dwarven elven dagger, which doesn't really help much. Mirax sword, Harkon sword. Fitting. Stalrome. See if I have any other things to give you a sense of what this thing is equal in strength to. Dragonbone mace. It's stronger than a dragonbone mace. It's a glass sword, so it's definitely stronger than a glass sword. There's an ebony, superior ebony sword, so it's stronger than that. It's definitely stronger than an elven sword. There's the magic sword, it's stronger than that. Stronger than the sleeping noble sword. Here's a Nordic sword, stronger than that. It's a pretty dang strong sword. It's a very strong sword. This is on par with a Daedric mace, so it's stronger than that. Stronger than a Stalrim mace. Stronger than a glass mace. It is a very strong weapon. And it swings pretty quickly. It's sort of short, so it's sort of short sword, but anyway, that's the Lokomo sword. It's a long process, and the process was inspired by how weapons are actually made, how weapons are actually smithed, and I followed sort of the process. Excuse me. I followed the process of how blacksmiths make weapons. I sort of simplified it a little, but it's a lot more complicated than the standard one piece of leather and 3 iron ingots or whatever to make a sword. So you had to jump from, you needed the smelter, you needed the normal forge, and you needed the Termina forge in order to make this thing. And you can make it without a scabbard, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so that's the Lokomo Sword. Thank you for watching. There are always more videos coming out. So yeah, thanks for watching. I have been Jay Calnad, and this is Relics of Hyrule. So, here's an addendum. The process to make the Lokomo Sword. You need 2 orichalcum bars at a forge, any forge, and you need orichalcum ingots to make those. You need a steel bar to make you need to make a steel bar at a forge. You need 1 steel ingot to make that. So you need 2 orichalcum ingots and 1 steel ingot to make the blade blank. Then go to smelter, make the blade blank with 2 orichalcum bars and 1 steel bar. And you need 50 smithing to make that. Then you refine the blade blank at a Termina forge, and you need 65 smithing to make that. So that's why the whole process needs 65 smithing. Then you temper the blade blank at the Termina forge with a refined blade blank, fire salts, and dwarven oil. All this will be in the miscellaneous section of the forge, and that process will make the Lokomo blade. So you have the Lokomo blade. Then you craft a wooden grip at a Termina forge. You can do this in any order, really. It doesn't require anything except the cog, hilt, or crossguard to be in your inventory. It doesn't require any smithing skill or anything. And to do that, you need firewood, a gold ring, and leather strips to make the wooden grip. Then you craft the pommel at a Termina forge. You can do this before or after the grip. You need 60 smithing to do it. You need 1 orichalcum ingot. And you need the cog, hilt, or crossguard in your inventory. Then you temper the pommel at a smelter with fire salts and dwarven oil. All the tempering requires dwarven oil and fire salts. Then you complete the handle at the Termina forge with 1 steel ingot, tempered Lokomo pommel, Lokomo grip, and before 6.2 you need a gold ring, but you do still need a gold ring to finish it. So you might as well just use 1 gold ingot to make that gold ring. In a future update you might not need the gold ring, but I might as well just leave it in. And after that you need to make the gold triangle. This is just one way to do it. As long as you have the opportunity to make something, you might as well make it. This is just the order that it says in the quick info guide. Gold triangle, you need 2 gold triangles, 1 gold ingot each, so you need 2 gold ingots. You need a total of 3 gold ingots because you need to make the gold ring, but if you just find 1 or find 2 gold rings, then that's fine. And to make the gold triangle, you need 4 orichalcum cog in your inventory. So to complete the crossguard, you need 2 gold triangles, orichalcum cog, combine them at the Termina forge. That makes the full crossguard, and then you temper that crossguard at a smelter, and you need 60 smithing to do that, and Lokomo crossguard, dwarven oil, and fire salts. That makes the tempered crossguard. Then you complete the hilt at a Termina forge with tempered crossguard and the completed handle that we made earlier. Then you complete the sword at the Termina forge with the Lokomo blade, which was tempered from the refined blade blank, and the Lokomo hilt, which you just made. And then you have then the sword is finished. If you want to complete the sword, if you want a scabbard, then you have to make the scabbard at the Termina forge with the Lokomo sword in your inventory. 1 quicksilver ingot, leather strips, 2 giant lichen for the dye, and 3 leather. And then you combine them at the tanning rack or Termine Forge, and that makes the full Lokomo Sword complete with scabbard. So that's the process, just listed out instead of me running around showing you. So for reals this time, thanks for watching Relics of Hyrule. Check it out. There's more to come. This is just one of many videos.